Good morning, afternoon, friends. It's a joy and privilege to be with you today. As we walk through life, there are four areas that often determine whether we live in peace and purpose or chaos and regret: our mouths, our moods, our money, and our minds. These are the battlegrounds where we either gain victory or face defeat. God's Word reminds us that these areas aren't just challenges, they are opportunities. Opportunities to grow, to trust, and to reflect His character in how we live. But let's be honest, controlling these things isn't always easy. It takes intentionality, discipline, and a reliance on wisdom greater than our own. So today I want to talk with you about how to steward these gifts, our words, our emotions, our resources, and our thoughts in a way that honors God, uplifts others, and brings peace to our own hearts. Together we'll learn how to align our lives with His truth and walk the path He has set before us. Are you ready to take that step? Let's begin. The words we speak have a profound impact on our lives and the lives of those around us. They can build up, encourage, and inspire, or they can tear down, discourage, and wound. The power of the tongue is one of the most underestimated forces in our daily interactions, yet it carries the ability to shape outcomes and influence destinies. This is why controlling our mouths is not just a matter of discipline, but also a matter of purpose and wisdom. Each word we speak reflects the condition of our hearts. When our hearts are filled with kindness, understanding, and grace, our words naturally reflect those qualities. Conversely, when our hearts harbor bitterness, anger, or frustration, it often spills out in our speech, sometimes in ways we don't anticipate. Recognizing this connection between the heart and the mouth is the first step toward mastering the art of speaking wisely. It's not about silencing ourselves, but about speaking intentionally, ensuring that our words serve a higher purpose. Think about the power of a single word. A kind word spoken at the right time can lift someone out of despair. A harsh word, however, can leave a lasting scar on someone's spirit. The influence of what we say extends far beyond the immediate moment. Words linger in the minds and hearts of those who hear them, often shaping their perception of themselves and their circumstances. This is why it's crucial to approach our speech with a sense of responsibility, understanding that our words carry weight and meaning. One of the key ways to control our mouths is by cultivating the habit of pausing before speaking. Many times we react to situations with impulsive words that we later regret. The pause is a powerful tool. It gives us a moment to reflect, to ask ourselves whether what we're about to say is true, necessary, and kind. This brief moment of consideration can prevent us from speaking words that might hurt, offend, or escalate conflict. It allows us to choose words that align with our values and intentions, fostering better communication and stronger relationships. Another important aspect of controlling our mouths is learning to listen more than we speak. Listening is not just about hearing words, it's about understanding the emotions and intentions behind those words. When we listen actively, we create a space for meaningful connection and understanding. It also helps us respond thoughtfully rather than reactively. Often, the best response is silence, especially in moments of tension or conflict. Silence gives us the opportunity to gather our thoughts, consider the situation from different perspectives, and respond in a way that promotes peace rather than division. Our words also reflect our priorities. If we constantly speak about worries, complaints, or negativity, it reveals a focus on the challenges and frustrations of life. On the other hand, if our words are filled with gratitude, encouragement, and hope, it shows a mindset that values the positive and the constructive. Shifting our focus to what is good and uplifting can transform not only our speech but also our outlook on life. It's about choosing to see the good even in difficult circumstances and letting that perspective guide our words. Controlling our mouths also requires humility. There will be times when we make mistakes, say the wrong thing, or hurt someone with our words. In those moments, the ability to apologize sincerely and take responsibility for our words is essential. Apologizing is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength and integrity. It shows that we value our relationships more than our pride, and that we are willing to make amends for the sake of reconciliation and growth. Additionally, the environment we surround ourselves with plays a significant role in shaping our speech. If we are constantly exposed to negativity, gossip, or criticism, it's likely to influence the way we speak. Choosing to surround ourselves with positivity, constructive conversations, and uplifting influences can help us develop a habit of speaking in ways that reflect those qualities. This doesn't mean avoiding difficult conversations, but approaching them with a mindset that seeks solutions and understanding rather than conflict or blame. Ultimately, controlling our mouths is a journey of self-awareness and intentionality. It's about being mindful of the impact our words have on ourselves and others, choosing to speak in ways that align with our values and our purpose. When we take control of our mouths, we take control of a significant part of our lives, creating a ripple effect of positive change in our relationships, our communities, and beyond. Our emotions are powerful and deeply human, shaping how we experience the world, connect with others, and respond to life's challenges. Yet when left unchecked, emotions can lead us down a path of impulsive actions, misunderstandings, and regrets. Learning to control our mood isn't about suppressing emotions or denying their existence. It's about understanding them, managing them, and channeling them in a way that aligns with our values and goals. Mood control begins with awareness. Many of us go through life reacting to situations without stopping to consider the underlying feelings driving our actions. Anger, frustration, sadness, and even excitement can push us to act in ways we wouldn't choose if we took a moment to reflect. By paying attention to our emotional state and identifying what we're feeling in any given moment, we create a space between the emotion and the response. This space is where control begins. Emotions are not inherently bad, they are signals that something within or around us needs attention. Anger might signal that a boundary has been crossed, while sadness might indicate a loss that requires grieving. Recognizing these signals and interpreting them accurately helps us respond in ways that are constructive rather than destructive. For instance, instead of lashing out when angry, we can address the situation calmly and assertively, focusing on resolution rather than conflict. A key part of controlling our mood is developing emotional resilience, the ability to bounce back from challenges and maintain a balanced state of mind. Resilience doesn't mean we never feel upset or overwhelmed. It means we have the tools to recover and regain perspective when we do. One way to build resilience is through self-care, ensuring that we prioritize activities and habits that support our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Regular exercise, sufficient sleep, healthy eating, and time for relaxation all contribute to a more stable and positive mood. Another essential component is shifting our mindset. Often our moods are influenced not just by external events, but by the way we interpret those events. Negative thought patterns such as catastrophizing or dwelling on worst-case scenarios can amplify negative emotions and make situations feel more overwhelming than they are. By practicing positive self-talk and reframing challenges as opportunities for growth, we can train our minds to focus on solutions and possibilities rather than problems and limitations. Controlling our mood also involves learning to regulate our reactions in the face of triggers. Triggers are situations or interactions that provoke strong emotional responses, often rooted in past experiences or unresolved issues. When we understand our triggers, we can prepare for them and respond with intention rather than impulsiveness. For example, if we know that certain conversations tend to upset us, we can enter those situations with a plan to stay calm, listen actively, and communicate assertively. Breathing techniques and mindfulness practices can be invaluable tools for mood regulation. Deep, intentional breathing helps calm the body's stress response, reducing feelings of anxiety and tension. Mindfulness, the practice of staying present and fully engaged in the moment, allows us to observe our emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. These techniques create a sense of grounding, helping us remain centered even in difficult or high-pressure situations. Our environment also plays a significant role in influencing our mood. Surrounding ourselves with positivity, uplifting people, encouraging conversations, and inspiring content can help foster a more optimistic and stable emotional state. On the other hand, spending too much time in negative or toxic environments can drain our energy and make it harder to maintain emotional balance. Being intentional about the influences we allow into our lives is an important step in controlling our mood. Another crucial element is practicing empathy and compassion both toward ourselves and others. When we approach situations with an understanding of different perspectives, it becomes easier to navigate emotional challenges without becoming reactive. Self-compassion helps us move through difficult emotions without judgment, recognizing that it's okay to feel upset, frustrated, or sad. By extending the same grace to ourselves that we would offer a friend, we create an environment where emotional growth can thrive. It's also important to recognize that controlling our mood is a skill that takes practice. We won't always get it right, and that's okay. What matters is that we stay committed to the process, learning from our experiences and continually striving to improve. Over time, we become more adept at managing our emotions, staying calm under pressure, and responding to life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. Money is a tool, a resource, and a responsibility. It is not just a means to meet our needs and desires, but also a reflection of our values, priorities, and discipline. How we handle money can significantly impact our lives, relationships, and peace of mind. Controlling money doesn't mean hoarding it or obsessing over it. It means managing it wisely, intentionally, and with a sense of purpose. The first step to controlling money is recognizing its role in our lives. Money is not inherently good or bad, it is neutral. Its impact depends on how we use it. When used wisely, money can provide security, opportunities, and the ability to help others. When mismanaged, it can lead to stress, debt, and conflict. Understanding this dual potential encourages us to approach money with respect and responsibility rather than fear or recklessness. A critical aspect of money management is distinguishing between needs and wants. Needs are the essentials required for survival and well-being, such as food, shelter, clothing, and health care. Wants, on the other hand, are the extras that enhance our comfort or enjoyment but are not necessary for living. Learning to prioritize needs over wants helps prevent impulsive spending and ensures that our resources are allocated to what truly matters. It also fosters a sense of contentment as we learn to appreciate what we have rather than constantly chasing more. Budgeting is one of the most practical tools for controlling money. A budget is a plan that outlines how we will allocate our income to various expenses, savings, and goals. It provides a clear picture of our financial situation, helping us avoid overspending and ensuring that every dollar has a purpose. Creating a budget requires honesty and discipline, as it forces us to confront our spending habits and make intentional choices about how we use our resources. Another key element of financial control is saving. Savings provide a safety net for unexpected expenses and future needs, reducing financial stress and creating a sense of security. Whether it's building an emergency fund, saving for a major purchase, or planning for retirement, setting aside money regularly is a habit that pays off in the long run. Even small amounts saved consistently over time can grow into significant resources thanks to the power of compound interest. Debt is a common challenge that can undermine financial control. While some forms of debt, such as a mortgage or student loans, can be strategic investments in our future, high-interest consumer debt often creates a cycle of stress and financial instability. Controlling debt involves avoiding unnecessary borrowing, paying down existing balances as quickly as possible, and being cautious about taking on new obligations. Living within our means is a fundamental principle that helps prevent debt from becoming a burden. Our mindset about money also plays a significant role in how we manage it. A scarcity mindset, which views money as limited and hard to come by, can lead to hoarding or constant anxiety about finances. Conversely, an abundance mindset, which recognizes that money is a resource to be used wisely and shared generously, fosters a sense of freedom and gratitude. This mindset encourages us to focus on the opportunities money provides rather than its limitations. Generosity is an often overlooked aspect of financial control. Sharing our resources with others, whether through charitable giving, helping those in need, or supporting causes we believe in, brings a sense of fulfillment and purpose. Generosity reminds us that money is not just for our benefit, but also a means to make a positive impact in the world. It also helps combat greed and materialism, shifting our focus from accumulating wealth to creating value. Understanding the emotional aspects of money is equally important. For many people, money is tied to feelings of security, power, or self-worth. Recognizing these connections can help us develop a healthier relationship with money, freeing us from unhealthy patterns such as compulsive spending or an obsessive focus on accumulation. Money should serve us, not the other way around. When we separate our identity from our financial status, we gain clarity and freedom to make decisions that align with our true priorities. Education is another vital component of financial control. The more we understand about managing money, whether it's budgeting, investing, or understanding taxes, the better equipped we are to make informed decisions. Financial literacy is not about becoming an expert, but about gaining the knowledge and skills needed to navigate the complexities of money confidently and effectively. Taking the time to learn about money management is an investment in our future that pays dividends throughout our lives. Finally, accountability is crucial in maintaining financial control. Sharing our financial goals with a trusted friend, family member, or mentor can provide motivation, support, and perspective. It also helps us stay disciplined and avoid making impulsive decisions. Accountability creates a sense of responsibility that reinforces our commitment to managing money wisely and staying on track with our goals. The mind is one of the most powerful tools we possess, shaping not only how we perceive the world, but also how we respond to it. Every thought that enters our mind has the potential to influence our emotions, decisions, and actions. Controlling our mind is not about suppressing thoughts, but about guiding and training our mental focus in a way that serves our purpose and aligns with our values. Thoughts are like seeds planted in the soil of our minds. What we choose to nurture will grow. Positive, uplifting thoughts can lead to growth, progress, and peace, while negative, destructive thoughts can take root and breed doubt, fear, and stagnation. The key to controlling our mind is recognizing this dynamic and being intentional about the thoughts we allow to flourish. It begins with awareness, becoming conscious of what occupies our mental space and acknowledging the impact those thoughts have on our state of being. A powerful practice for mind control is the art of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the ability to remain present and aware without becoming overwhelmed by the past or anxious about the future. By staying grounded in the moment, we gain clarity and control over our thoughts, allowing us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Mindfulness can be cultivated through practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or simply taking time each day to focus on the present. These habits strengthen our ability to observe our thoughts without judgment and redirect our focus when needed. Another essential aspect of controlling the mind is filtering the input we expose ourselves to. The things we watch, read, and listen to significantly influence our thought patterns. Consuming negative or harmful content can fill our minds with fear, anger, or insecurity, while surrounding ourselves with positive, inspiring material can uplift and motivate us. It is our responsibility to be intentional about the information we consume, curating an environment that supports mental clarity and growth rather than one that fuels negativity. Our beliefs play a foundational role in how we think. Many of these beliefs are formed early in life and operate subconsciously, shaping how we interpret situations and make decisions. Some beliefs empower us while others may limit us. Controlling our mind involves examining these beliefs and challenging those that no longer serve us. This process requires honesty and courage, as it often means confronting long-held assumptions and replacing them with perspectives that better align with our goals and values. Self-talk is another critical factor in mastering our minds. The way we speak to ourselves internally can either uplift or undermine us. Negative self-talk, such as constant criticism or doubt, can erode confidence and motivation, while positive self-talk fosters resilience, optimism, and determination. Developing a habit of speaking kindly and encouragingly to ourselves creates a mental environment where growth and progress can thrive. Visualization is a powerful tool for controlling the mind. By imagining desired outcomes vividly and in detail, we train our brains to focus on what we want rather than what we fear. Visualization activates the same neural pathways as actual experiences, reinforcing the belief that our goals are achievable. This practice not only enhances motivation but also primes us to recognize opportunities and take action when they arise. Controlling the mind also involves developing focus and discipline. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, pulling our attention in multiple directions and making it difficult to concentrate on what truly matters. Training our minds to focus requires setting clear priorities and dedicating time and energy to them without letting distractions derail us. Practices such as setting boundaries, managing time effectively, and creating routines help strengthen our ability to concentrate and stay on track. It's also important to recognize that controlling our mind is not about avoiding challenges or difficulties. Life will always present obstacles and negative thoughts will inevitably arise. The goal is not to eliminate these thoughts, but to respond to them in a way that aligns with our purpose. This involves acknowledging negative thoughts without giving them power and choosing to focus on solutions rather than problems. Gratitude is a transformative practice that can shift our mental perspective. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we train our minds to recognize abundance and possibilities. Gratitude fosters a sense of contentment and joy, even in the face of challenges, and helps us maintain a positive and balanced outlook. Finally, surrounding ourselves with like-minded and supportive individuals can significantly influence our mental state. The company we keep has a profound impact on our thought patterns. Positive, encouraging relationships can inspire us to think bigger and push ourselves further, while negative or toxic relationships can drain our energy and reinforce limiting beliefs. Being intentional about the people we allow into our lives is a key component of maintaining mental control. Discipline is the foundation of personal growth and success. acting as the bridge between our intentions and our achievements. It is the consistent practice of choosing what aligns with our goals and values over what feels comfortable or convenient in the moment. Without discipline, even the best intentions can fall apart under the weight of distractions, temptations, and setbacks. Developing and maintaining discipline is essential for creating a life of purpose and fulfillment. Discipline begins with clarity. To cultivate discipline, we must first identify what we want to achieve and why it matters. A clear sense of purpose serves as a guiding light, providing the motivation needed to stay committed to the path we've chosen. When we have a deep understanding of our goals and the reasons behind them, it becomes easier to prioritize long-term benefits over short-term gratifications. This clarity acts as a compass, directing our decisions and actions toward what truly matters. Habits play a central role in discipline. The small, repeated actions we take each day shape the trajectory of our lives. Discipline is not about monumental efforts, but about consistently showing up and doing the work, even when we don't feel like it. Building positive habits takes effort and intentionality, but once established, they become a natural part of our routine, requiring less willpower and energy to maintain. Whether it's waking up early, exercising regularly, or dedicating time to learning, disciplined habits create a framework for success. One of the most challenging aspects of discipline is overcoming procrastination. Procrastination often arises from fear, uncertainty, or a lack of confidence in our ability to succeed. To combat it, we must focus on taking the first step, no matter how small. Starting creates momentum, which makes it easier to continue. Breaking tasks into manageable pieces and setting specific deadlines can also help us stay on track and avoid the overwhelm that often leads to procrastination. Self-control is a cornerstone of discipline. It involves resisting the urge to act on impulses or emotions that could derail our progress. Self-control requires mindfulness and the ability to pause and assess situations before reacting. By practicing self-control, we can make decisions that align with our values and goals rather than being swayed by fleeting desires or external pressures. It's a skill that strengthens over time, with each intentional choice reinforcing our ability to stay disciplined. Accountability is another powerful tool for maintaining discipline. Sharing our goals with a trusted friend, mentor, or community creates a sense of responsibility and encourages us to stay committed. Knowing that someone else is aware of our efforts can provide the extra motivation needed to push through challenges and stay consistent. Accountability also offers opportunities for feedback and support, which can be invaluable when facing obstacles. Discipline requires a willingness to embrace discomfort. Growth often lies on the other side of our comfort zone, and achieving meaningful goals usually involves effort, sacrifice, and perseverance. By becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable, we develop the resilience needed to navigate challenges and setbacks. Instead of avoiding difficulties, disciplined individuals see them as opportunities to grow stronger and more capable. Time management is a critical aspect of discipline. Time is one of our most valuable resources, and how we use it reflects our priorities. Effective time management involves planning, setting boundaries, and minimizing distractions. Creating a schedule and sticking to it ensures that we dedicate time to what matters most, while avoiding the temptation to waste time on unproductive activities. Discipline in managing our time allows us to achieve more with less stress and greater focus. Discipline also requires self-compassion. There will be times when we falter, make mistakes, or feel unmotivated. Instead of being overly critical of ourselves in these moments, we must practice understanding and patience. Self-compassion helps us learn from our setbacks without becoming discouraged. It reminds us that discipline is a journey, not a destination, and that every effort counts toward our growth and progress. The company we keep significantly influences our level of discipline. Surrounding ourselves with like-minded, motivated individuals creates an environment that supports our goals and values. Positive relationships inspire us to stay disciplined, while negative influences can hinder our progress. Choosing to spend time with people who encourage and challenge us to be our best selves fosters a sense of accountability and determination. Finally, celebrating progress, no matter how small, is an essential part of maintaining discipline. Recognizing our achievements reinforces the positive behaviors that led to those successes and provides motivation to continue. Celebrations don't have to be extravagant. Even simple acknowledgments of effort can remind us of the value of discipline and the rewards it brings. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of personal growth and effective living. It is the ability to understand our thoughts, emotions, actions, and motivations with clarity and honesty. When we cultivate self-awareness, we gain insight into how we perceive the world, interact with others, and respond to challenges. This understanding allows us to make intentional choices that align with our goals, values, and aspirations, empowering us to live with purpose and Becoming self-aware begins with introspection, the practice of looking inward to examine our thoughts and feelings. Introspection helps us identify patterns in our behavior and understand the underlying beliefs or emotions that drive them. This process requires honesty and a willingness to face aspects of ourselves that may be uncomfortable or challenging. By confronting these truths, we gain a deeper understanding of who we are and why we act as we do, laying the foundation for meaningful change. An essential aspect of self-awareness is emotional intelligence, which involves recognizing, understanding, and managing our emotions effectively. Our emotions influence every aspect of our lives, from decision-making to relationships, and being attuned is crucial for navigating life's complexities. Emotional intelligence also includes empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. By cultivating both self-awareness and empathy, we enhance our capacity to connect with people and build meaningful relationships. Self-awareness also involves being mindful of our strengths and weaknesses. Knowing what we excel at allows us to leverage our talents and make meaningful contributions, while acknowledging our areas for improvement helps us address limitations and seek growth. This balanced perspective fosters humility and confidence, allowing us to approach challenges with a sense of possibility rather than fear or doubt. Feedback from others is another valuable tool for developing self-awareness. While introspection provides internal insights, feedback offers an external perspective that can reveal blind spots or areas we might overlook. Seeking feedback requires humility and a willingness to listen without defensiveness. When we embrace constructive criticism as an opportunity to learn and grow, we expand our understanding of ourselves and how we are perceived by others. Practicing mindfulness is a powerful way to deepen self-awareness. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment, observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice helps us develop a heightened awareness of our inner world, enabling us to recognize when we're acting out of habit, emotion, or external influence, rather than conscious choice. By staying present, we gain greater control over our responses and can make decisions that reflect our true intentions. Another critical component of self-awareness is understanding our values, the principles and beliefs that guide our actions and decisions. Our values serve as a moral compass, helping us determine what matters most in life. When our actions align with our values, we experience a sense of integrity and fulfillment. However, when we act in ways that conflict with our values, we may feel dissonance or dissatisfaction. Regularly reflecting on our values ensures that we remain aligned with our true priorities. Self-awareness also involves understanding our triggers, the situations or interactions that provoke strong emotional responses. Recognizing these triggers helps us prepare for and manage them effectively, reducing the likelihood of reactive or impulsive behavior. For example, if we know that criticism tends to make us defensive, we can practice responding with curiosity and openness instead of reacting emotionally. Over time, this awareness enables us to navigate challenging situations with greater composure and maturity. Developing self-awareness requires consistency and effort. It is not a one-time achievement, but an ongoing process of reflection, learning, and growth. Journaling can be an effective tool for tracking our thoughts, feelings, and experiences, providing a space to explore and understand our inner world. Writing down our reflections helps us identify patterns, gain clarity, and track our progress over time. Another way to cultivate self-awareness is by observing our habits and routines. The actions we take regularly reveal much about our priorities, values, and mindset. By examining these patterns, we can identify behaviors that serve us well and those that hinder our growth. This awareness enables us to make intentional adjustments that support our goals and well-being. Finally, self-awareness involves accepting ourselves as we are while striving to grow and improve. It's about embracing both our strengths and imperfections with compassion and understanding. This balance allows us to pursue personal development without harsh self-criticism or unrealistic expectations. Accepting ourselves creates a foundation of self-love and confidence that fuels our ability to evolve and thrive.